Good morning everyone. Me and my team is going to represent the proposition side, which is social media is good for society. My team includes Devansh Rameshwar Nema, Swayam Sachin Parab and Rugved Rahul Kulkarni.
Good morning everybody. Good morning sir. So my first point will be social media allows you to express yourself. It acts as a tool for self-expression. Now what do you understand by that? What do you understand by the term self-expression? It means that we can confidently speak with people and interact with them. So it has features like commenting, posting and reels and etc. So it makes people more confident, to speak with others. Because some people offline, they might be nervous to speak with somebody, or they might have anxiety problems. That's why. Okay, so moving on to the second point, it can be a tool for data research and collection. So what do you understand by that? You can analyze the users in social media, So Google, right? What Google does is that it analyzes your usage. It keeps track of what websites you visit, and it keeps your recommendations based on your likings, Okay, that's it for the second point. We'll move on to the third point. So the third point is it can be a tool for marginalized groups to recognize their voice, So Black Lives Matter, right? Where did it start? It started on Facebook. That's how it spread through the entire world, The slogan is through the entire world. That's it for my points. Thank you for listening.
So good morning everyone. So I am from the bad side of the social media. So there are 4 members in my team: Avni Karhadkar, Mrunal Med, Kusum Gaurav and Akshita Thakur. So the first presenter who's going to present is Avni Karhadkar. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Avni Karhadkar and today I am going to represent one point, that is going to be fraud. So we all know that social media is a really easy place or easy platform where all the frauds are happening these days especially, and this frauds usually take place through an ad or a post or a message. And on social media or any apps, when we open it, it's never that we don't get an ad, and it's really hard for us to differ between a fake ad and a real ad. And on social media also we get so many ads. It's never that we don't get ads. And these days it's really easy to make a realistic looking ad, but we always don't know that if it's real ad or if it's fake ad. And this all lead to frauds like scams. You get scammed when you order something online, or when you see an ad of something, let's say a dress or something on social media. We don't know if it's real or not, and it has the policy of first paying and then getting delivered. So when we pay, after that we understand that, oh, it's not a real one. We don't get our delivery. That's all happening on social media. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. So firstly I would like to say good morning to the sirs and all my friends. So startingly with how social media helps us in free learning. There are many apps present like Brainly, Topper, Oda and many other apps. They promote free learning. You can attend sessions online. You can ask a question online. You will easily get the answers of your questions. So it is not like you are going into a scam. It is trusted by many users. There are reviews on Google. Even Google promotes those apps. Secondly, I would like to say that social media helps you know the latest news. Like not all news are shown on the news channels. If I like cricket, like I really like cricket, so not all cricket news are shown on the news channels. So there are no such channels that only show the news of cricket and all. For that, social media comes in helpful. Like knowing you when are the next matches, what are the players doing right now, etc, etc. Then I would like to say that social media also helps people in reducing their anxiety. A research has been carried out. If one person uses social media for half hour a day, It results in reduction of anxiety, depression and stress. One can also use this for his own benefits. One can now coming to the next point, one can establish their brand on social media. Like you can advertise your brand, you can tell the people related to your brand, so what you want to share them, etc. So that's it for my points.
Good morning everyone, I'm Akshita Thakur and I'll be presenting to you some points that I think why social media is harmful to us. My main topic will be why social media is harmful to the youth of our country. First of all, social media is mentally draining us somehow that we don't notice subconsciously. My first subtopic for it will be that what we perceive on social media, all of it we cannot determine what is the truth behind the curtains. Second of all, our appearance, our confidence is directly dependent on people's approval on our posts on our accounts. The more the number of comments, the more the number of likes, the more confident we are. Whereas if we compare ourselves to other celebs, we feel discouraged and demotivated that, oh, I wish I could have looked like her, or I wish I could have looked better, you know. This was my first point. My second point will be FOMO. Yes, fear of missing out. We have this conceptual development of this mindset that we might have been missing out on trends that are going on and I should have been a part of this, but I am not due to some various reasons and factors. And this is somehow developing this feeling that I'm lacking behind and I'm not going as per the flow or as per the trend basically. My next point will be privacy concerns. Now I won't speak much about it because we all know that despite of having various child safety features or privacy and security features, it's all gadget and internet cannot outsmart us humans, and even after applying 100 of passwords or whatever, we know that children are way smarter than mobiles and parents today. Thank you.
So good morning everyone. My name is Devansh Nema and I am from class 8. So today I am going to represent my points on social media is good. So I will be representing 2 points. So my first point will be social media is good good to spread vital information and awareness. So during a disaster or if any disaster is just to enter the society, the social media will alert us that there is a disaster. If you are outside, go on a safe place, and if you are in home, then also stay in safe place or make some arrangements, because disaster and just to enter the society, and during if the disaster just to enter the society, the power is cut in many houses. So you can't also watch the news on TV. So you can go on social media. The social media will help you that disaster is here. Disaster will enter our disaster is just near to your society. So it also helps us to spread. It also give us the knowledge of our surroundings, like what is happening in the other countries or in politics or in Hollywood or Bollywood. Okay, then my second point will be it is good for our entertainment. If you are bored at home, you have nothing to do, you are free of work, you have stress of work, or you have stress of studies, or you are bored of studying, you can go on social media. You can watch your favorite movies or series or cartoons or anything you want to watch, and you can also play games on social media. The only games which are on social media, not every game, and it will distress you from stress and it will relax your mind. Okay, so that's it for my points. Thank you.
So good morning everyone, my name is Mrinalmin and today I am going to tell about the bad effects of social media. So social media, what is social media? Now social media is a platform of communication with each other. So it also has some bad effects of social. There are so many bad effects of social media, like distraction of our teenagers. Now for example, in COVID-19, so the world was facing a COVID pandemic, and the world had very hard time for from the COVID, and the people were suffering from COVID-19, which was a very hard time for the world. And the whole education system was online. During online classes, the students were offering their cameras and were using social media and were chatting on Facebook, Instagram, making reels, which was very bad and which also affect them on their studies as well and addict them towards mobile phone, and which was very hard. And today in offline class, if teacher may ask any question, their mind will be blank, no reason, like no answer, no idea, no intellect only, no working on it, not working only social media. No, this may not help in studies as well, right? So that was my point. So thank you.
So my points are based on the COVID era. Firstly, in 2019 and 2020 may have been one of the worst years of our lifetimes. There was death, suffering, and there was everything happening all at once. People were getting laid off of their jobs. But a crucial thing that came in handy in this period was social media. So I'll tell you the meaning of social media if you don't know. Social media is made up of two words. Social means social and media. Social means connecting with people, and media is the plural form of medium. So therefore social media is a medium to connect people with each other. And as I said that in COVID era people were getting laid off of their jobs. But social media platforms like YouTube and etc. YouTube offered people a great source of income. As I said previously that about 2 billion users registered on YouTube in 2019 and 2020. So I don't think that people would just go on YouTube, make their accounts, waste their time on YouTube. They would have a certain reason to make accounts on YouTube. And also these YouTubers, they hire people for their editing, their thumbnails, their graphics, etc., for which they pay the thumbnail makers and etc. Now in COVID period, the users for all the social media platforms were at peak. Now if the users are at peak, why isn't the cybercrime or cyber fraud at peak? The fraud should be at peak, right? It's because of our foolishness that we are losing our own money. Everyone knows that you don't have to share your CVV, OTP, credit card password, debit card password, anything related to your ATM cards or etc. You don't have to share it with anyone. It's because of your foolishness that you're losing your money. And then the second point is that there are ads everywhere on the social media. Now these ads also function as a income source. Say you have an account on Google AdSense and you have connected that account with your YouTube. So if you are making YouTube videos, how will you earn money? It's because of those ads. If you don't get ads, how will you get your money? Then someone said that everything in the internet is not real. You have to know that everything, as they already said, everything on the internet is not real. You have to believe that. You have to trust the real source. For example, if someone says tomorrow that I stole the Kohinoor, would you believe me? No, right? You need a proof. You need an ample proof, a true source that says that yes, the Kohinoor was stolen. Then the fourth point that I'd like to say is fear of missing out. You are saying that you have the fear of being missed out on all the trends and stuff, like you are not following the trends. Well, why are you following trends? Make trends yourself. Be the trendsetter. Don't be a sheep. You have to be a shepherd. You have to lead the sheep. And then fifth point, how do you know? Yeah, so Mrunal said that in online classes in the COVID era, students were using social media. How do you know that they were using social media? Were you using social media? Then how do you know that they were using social media? And if they must be using social media, it must be for a good reason. Even if they are using for a bad reason, it's their choice. You have to make anything in this world has both advantages and disadvantages. You have to make anything that gets in your hands advantageous. That were my points. Thank you.
So for my points for social media are objectionable photos and videos. So we have seen that people are pasting objectionable photos and videos and blackmailing others. We can see that tomorrow we are seeing that there are many objectionable photos and we are encouraging them on it, which results in the harassment and mental harassment for the person. We can even see that social media is used for mostly irrelevant content. By we are liking it, we can see that educational content is not given more attention than the irrelevant content. Have you ever seen? that we are getting that we are having more attention given to the educational content, whereas irrelevant content are given more education. So as Rugved said that it helps in decreation of the anxiety, and we can communicate with each other more efficiently, which we cannot do by physical means. So what do you think by it? Like, would you prefer online classes more or offline classes more, where you cannot have a physical interaction with anyone? Even now, people are having issues to come to school and having less physical interactions. And even we can have a live example, as we can see that children are getting out of hands when they are given mobile at a very young age. We can see that parents are giving them mobile at a very young age to distract them from not distract, but we can say that to indulge them in different activities, whereas it results in their lose of mind thinking. We can see that drainage of mind has increased many more by just watching irrelevant content on social media, which is more preferable. Thank you.
Now, as you said that when parents are giving their mobiles, are giving mobiles to their children at a young age, well, parents should not. They know that if their kid is not, what can you say? If their age is, if they are not responsible enough to use the mobile, why even give the mobile? They are going to use the mobile in the future lifetimes. Why are you wasting your kids' life like when they are 10 to 12 years old? Just let them study. And instead you are saying that in social media irrelevant content is more, right?
Yes.
So why are you watching irrelevant content? Just watch the relevant content. You know that on social media there is irrelevant content. You know, right, that's irrelevant content on social media. Then why are you even watching irrelevant content? Watch the relevant content. And you are saying that education related content is getting less focus than the irregular content, right? But YouTube channels like Physics Wala and etc., they have way more subscribers than other gaming YouTubers and so. Thank you.
So the first thing before saying, I should confirm it that you should not tackle about me by saying that I am watching the irrelevant content. I am telling it by a simple psychology, by saying that more importance are given to irrelevant content by liking them, sharing them, and even commenting on them. Okay. So you are saying that it helps in the reducing of social anxiety, but we can see that spending more time on social media without interacting with actually people are getting more anxiety than being on social media. We can see that if you never interacted with anyone and just chatting with any random person, would you prefer being comfortable around real humans? Like, would you ever go out and talk to them in personal?
Firstly, about irrelevant content. Simple thing, don't watch irrelevant content. If it is coming, just block it off. There is an option, even in YouTube there is an option present. Don't recommend this channel or not interested. There are options present. Okay, and secondly about depression and anxiety. Don't waste your whole time and whole day watching your social media. Half hours a day reduces stress, anxiety and depression. Thirdly, chatting with. Don't chat with random persons. Just don't chat with online persons. You should never chat with random persons firstly.
You are saying that it helps in reduction.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to add, how can you guarantee that everybody should think like that? You cannot enter someone's brain and tell them that, yeah, you should have this mindset about this particular thing. I would like to add something. According to a report, children inside South Korea, children in high schools are skipping recess, are skipping eating lunch during their school. Why? Because they're afraid to remove their mask. They are hiding themselves. This is what less interactions with people have caused. You say that interacting with people on social media has been increasing our social has increased the way we talk, the way we interact in real life. No. You will notice that people who chat in such an humongous way when they are using Instagram will have zero communication skills when talking in real life. They are even afraid to remove their mask. They are even afraid to show themselves, show who they really are. I'd like to add second point. You cannot guarantee that someone would think that way. Not everyone's mindset is as big, as strong as yours. Out of 10, only 2 people will have the mindset that yes, I should have walked on this path and not on that path. What about the rest? We are not the same. The last thing I'd like to say is, as they're saying, the answer to everything is that just have your limits. You never know. You never know what could have been your face. Maybe your intention was just to post your pic with your family. Your face could have been photoshopped into another photo and post you, and someone could have posted it, blackmailing it. Who knows the truth? Just like that, just like how the false things are not believed, even the truth is hardly believed on social media. Thank you.